another vertical live today, man. I'm not gonna be here that long, man. Today, I'm gonna really ask you guys a question about um, your collection, right? So next week is the next week, week after next, I'll be doing my state of collection. I'll be going over all the watches that I purchased this year and the authorized dealers I dealt with, the online I've dealt with. I'll be just sharing a lot in that video. It's going to be it'll be impactful. There'll be links in case you guys want to shop and stuff like that. But overall, you'll get my I guess my synopsis of the watches that I've collected. And it's really about the places I've purchased them from and the information. So this is pretty much like a precursor, like I guess a let's just say a pre-state of the collection because I have let me see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 watches here that I purchased from either one AD or another, right? And I'll explain the watches. What's going on, space? What's happening, bro? Um, so how many? Here's the question: how many watches have you purchased from watching YouTube? Those of you guys that's catching this on replay, because I know it's early. Some of you guys are still working or went to work this morning. So I want to know down in the comment section. What's going on, Roy? Man, it's crazy. Space and Watchman 54 jumped in here and it seemed like it got louder in here. You guys brought the party with you. Thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. So I want to know how many. You said three. Okay, so he got three. So for you, because it's well, we're 2 minutes in. Just post if you don't watch the whole video. Just post how many watches have you bought, or if it's been a lot, um, just type in the watch that you bought this year from watching YouTube that you think is either your grill or your most significant signature heirloom, whatever your favorite. Let's say your favorite this year. Not your favorite watch of all time, but like your favorite watch purchase this year. So let's kick in. There's no particular order to where I'm going to go, but I am going to show you something really quick. The first watch I want to show you guys. Check this out. The Seiko GMT. This is an old design. This is an old design, and I actually saw this on. I did see this on as a review, and maybe a year ago, or 11. It's been a while since I saw this review for this watch. But that I didn't buy it because of YouTube. I actually got this because I walked into an AD and I saw it, and I said, "This is really nice. I like that." I'll be doing a full review on this watch. This is a Father's Day watch, so if I'm doing that, I might as well show the other Father's Day watch. Both of these, and it's funny, both of them are Seiko, and both of them are derived from an older model, right? From a back in the '70s style model. My dad used to wear a watch like this, similar to this one, for years when I was a kid. So both of these watches, hey, bro, I got it. Oh, man, bro. I'm gonna hit you up a little later, bro. So these two watches right here were not inspired by YouTube as much, but were inspired just by the overall look. And then when I questioned the AD, I was like, "Hey, what do you think about this? What's this?" I was just asking a bunch of questions, and yeah, I'll be reviewing both of these watches as a whole. But both of these are Father's Day pieces, which I think Seiko did an amazing job on both of them. But I'll be going through that, man. But yeah, so I can't claim these to be watches that a YouTuber inspired me to get. I can't. But what I can say is there is one watch that I will say was inspired by multiple YouTubers, and it's this right here, this crosswind. That piece right there was definitely. Now this wasn't the model that I saw first. The model I saw was the chrono, so it actually had another function right there. And on the case back, it had another measurement that you can use once you flipped it over. But this watch, of course, I'm not a pilot, and I named this watch the Sky Striker from GI Joe. So I just imagine me being a pilot. You know what I'm saying? Just looking down, adjusting it, like, oh. just imagination, man. But Hamilton for the win. One of my favorite watches for this year. You will see this watch in my state of the collection. Now, as far as my state of the collection, once that I can't post every watch from the state of the collection that I purchased this year because there were 7 watches that I bought from for other reasons, either for a person or to get money for a cause, right? So those aren't included in my state of the collection. Hold on, those ribbons gotta go. It's someone on this. Ah man, that adds character to it, bro. That adds character. Hamilton just kept with that theme, man. I mean, it don't work for everybody. So you're just telling me that you wouldn't buy them, but yeah, those things they do good for me. They do good for me. So they look cheap. Well, I can tell. I can trust me. That watch ain't cheap. So you must not be a fan of Hamilton. Now there are, but you know what? If you like the watch, of course, you can always upgrade it, man. That's the one thing about the watches, man. The watch space upgrading, because you know what? Okay, let me see. Look, you could switch that out and put sailcloth on it. I think sailcloth would go good with that watch. You know what I'm saying? Nautical with the aviation theme, I think that'd be dope. And if you don't believe me, go ask Mr. We got a guy. His name is Mr. Sailcloth. Oh no, I seen you. I read your comment. Yep. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the one thing about watches I love is let me hold on. Let me just go jump to the front. Now on my review of this watch, right? The one thing I'm gonna tell you that I can care less about is the bracelet. Now, aesthetically speaking, the bracelet is beautiful. So you see how it matches everything. But I'm going to pair this watch with a leather strap, ostrich leather. I'm not, saying I'm taking the bracelet off because the bracelet really don't, say once you get it on, it's really jangly, man, and it's sort of like, it's kind of cheap. The watch itself, I think, is amazing, man. The watch itself, man, I think is amazing. So, yeah, and I get it, man, because on this one, I can see why. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't do it for everybody, but that's the one thing, though, man. Customization, bro. Customization. And then too, I look at it like this: how many people actually bought this watch? You may see somebody else in a while with this watch. You're like, oh, you may be one of those like, oh, that's a cool watch. We got the same one, or you might be like, man, feeling like you want to be the only one. Now, I would say if I was to change this watch out, I mean the strap out for anything, I wouldn't put it on a bracelet. There'd be another strap. I'm looking at. I'll update you guys. So I'm ordering these straps through KWC, which is Pokemon Watch Company. They have these Teflon. No, is it Teflon? It's some material, right? So it's soft on the bottom, hard on the top. It's very stiff on the top, right? For durability, water resistant. Now I'm gonna put that on that. What's up, Oscar? Okay, so what I will say for the next watch, and one of my favorite, I'm telling y'all right now, one of my favorite watches this year is got the Soul Heritage 1938. That small seconds anthracite dial has become one of my favorite pieces of all time. I would not change anything about this watch whatsoever. This watch does not have loom on it, but it doesn't need loom because it is a direct copy from their 30s version, which I guess it wouldn't be too direct because like they didn't come back with the white dial, which they may do it next year. They from the A talk to the AD's source, and Tissot hasn't made any more of these watches. So whatever they have in stock, this is it. And I know Jake he had one last time I was there. I was there maybe a week ago, and he had one of these. And I left Jake's what's it called his link down in the description. Yeah, bro. These are, and you know what I love about this? Because I have sort of a hairy wrist, which watch it today. Ball, fireman, you know what I'm saying? Review coming next week on this one. Oh, most definitely. Oh, y'all. The loom on this thing, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but anyway, this doesn't pull hair. I do have a watch that has this bracelet. I had to get rid of it, man. It was tearing my hair up on my arm. I was like, oh no, I can't deal with that. But yeah, this one is basically this is it. This is it because this stays in rotation. I could see me having to service this watch, unlike some of my other watches where they don't get into that rotation. This stays in rotation. But this one was inspired by looking at a YouTube video, and I was like, I really like it. Man, that's a nice looking watch. And I went to the AD and saw it, and I said, yo, I like that. I could dig that. Now, this bad boy was definitely inspired by YouTube. The Longines, this one right here, that one was inspired by YouTube. And the AD I went to, Trifecta. That's why I love Trifecta's link down below, is because a lot of my watches this year came from Trifecta. And I could tell you with certainty, this one is a nice watch. This one is a nice watch. But here's the deal about when you collect watches. Here's the, I guess you can call it a problem or whatever, but the problem with this watch is I love it. I love the fact that the heritage of it, the dial, everything is dressed right. This watch is, I'm not gonna call it perfect, but it just fits everything that I like about a watch, right? Bracelet is solid until you get to this right here. You see that right there? See that scratch? That friction clasp, right? If this would have had like a deployment clasp like that right there, I think that would be nice. Seeing that this company is old as it is, that's where the only like that's my only well no, there's two things about this watch that I just said it was kind of threw it off. You see the crown? That's sharp when you literally turning it and stuff like that. When you're unscrewing it, I'm like, yo, that is like you feel it. And I don't know why they get well, I kind of see because it kind of matches the polishing and whatever, but and then it goes into the I don't know why they just made it like that though. Difference, I mean, I guess aesthetically speaking, they want it to be different. Um, and I don't know how they do that when they test these watches out, man. But like, you can definitely when you're unscrewing the thing, you're like, okay, kind of dig into your fingers. It doesn't hurt. All right, have a good day. It doesn't hurt, but you definitely feel it, and it's not like the most comfortable in comparison to other ones. And even with the crown guards, about it being so polished, your hands kind of slip off of it. So with those two designs, those design flaws, what I call, it's still a great watch. Still a great watch. But when if I had to rate this as far as like one of my best dive watches, um, this has the heritage. It has 72-hour power reserve, pretty much like an in-house. It's like ETA based, but like it's in-house. I mean, they pretty much own the movement anyway. So this is a solid watch. And for the cost of what you get on this watch, the average cost is pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? It's just around because this is a little over $1,000. It's like $1,100. Uh, but my Squale, in comparison, I believe my Squale is better than this. Don't fight me on it. You may have a difference of opinion. I just like my Squale better than that. Yeah, man. Be blessed. Be blessed. Yeah, what's up? Come on, you kill me with the eyeballs, man. So yes, for those guys that just came in, I had a question as to your watches. If you did a state of collection, how many of your watches would could you say you bought because of a YouTuber? You know, I would like to know. I would like to know like how you do your shopping. You know, where do you shop when you do? Now, for my that goes without saying for my Aragon collectors because I know I know why you shop at Aragon. You know what I'm saying? He's not on YouTube like that, and I mean when he does, he's doing it himself. And I don't know how many of you Aragon folks are following Wayne on YouTube, but He'll always post on Facebook, and then 30 minutes, I'm gonna say 30 to 40 minutes after the fact, it goes straight to YouTube, from Facebook to YouTube. Come on, people in trap. What's your opinion on the best watch ever made? The hmm. Hmm. Let me think here, Vic. Let me think. I'm gonna tell you what. The best looking Magnum I've ever seen in my whole entire life was, it was made. I think it was built in 2016, and there were, it was an accent. So it was stainless steel, and one was accented with like that maroon-ish color, and then teal. That teal one was my all-time favorite Magnum of all time. Of all time. My second, actually, this makes it sound crazy, but my second and third would be the meteorite with the diamonds, and then the pave diamonds. I like the pave diamonds, but like those are my three most favorite, and that's the Generation One Magnum. And yeah, yeah. So take a bite of my. Oh my gosh, get this dude out of here, bro. Get out my life, bro. Don't get out my life, bro. Get out my life. I'm just kidding, bro. Get out of here, man. Hey, y'all, look, that dude Brown Tiger 7, man. I said this, bro, like my oldest friend in the world ever. You get on my nerves, man, and y'all just don't know how many times I killed him. Just like Kenny, if I was to do an episode of me and him, he's Kenny. He's the Kenny in my life, because I will kill him every episode. He's stupid. No, that's my dude, man. That's my guy. It is a loaded question, bro. It is a loaded question. What's up, Oscar, and everybody that's in here, man? It's a trap in your opinion. I, I know he did that up, man. You know what I'm saying? To see if I was gonna slam his beloved magnums. But I think I say this, and you can fight me on this. Anybody that watched this that don't like it, if you like, oh, the magnum is terribly ugly to you. I think the magnum. No, I ain't gonna say. I think the magnum is one of the most unique watches in Invictus catalog. It just is. Now they have a number of watches that are very unique in the boat lineup. Anyway, I think the boat lineup is crazy. Just the whole thought of having cables going through a watch is. Man, don't laugh. Don't laugh. I see you down there. I bet Vic doesn't have a Magnum with a sailcloth. I bet you don't. Dave D probably got one. Dave D probably got one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey man, you know what? So the original question, and I'll post this now, is how many watches have you purchased from watching YouTube, um, that you have in your collection? And I'm gonna say, for the, you know what? Just period. Just like, how many watches have you purchased from watching YouTube, or do you buy watches off of YouTube, or you just have a catalog system? How do you shop for your watches? One thing I've seen in the comment section, or I may talk to you on Facebook or Instagram. Some people don't have an AD close to them. And, boy, these people, they having a family reunion or something. Man, it got super loud. Um, yeah, some people don't have an AD, and here's the thing. Let me tell you the truth about ADs, man. The ones that I've been to. Um, all of them are not created equal. Some are really heavy on the profit, which all of them are heavy on profit, but some will, you know, blur the lines a little bit as far as sales, just to get you in the door and keep you there. Some will go above and beyond. Some will go like that extra mile. I received a thank you letter from two ADs for shopping, right? Let me see. And I got a number of ADs around me, and then in the surrounding area, I mean, outside of the 30 to 40 minutes, the next ones will be maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours away from me. So South Bend has an AD that I haven't traveled to yet. Teddy Bulbasaur has his AD, which I'll get there. I think it's 2 hours, 2.5 hours from my house. Said you bought 10. What's up, Sing? Yeah, yeah. So for those that just walked in, I don't know if you heard the question or if you even read the title, but we're talking watches that you either purchased from YouTube or some social media source. And what is your favorite one that you bought this year? I'm gonna just say for this year, which one's your favorite one? So I'm gonna show you two watches. If you just came in, actually it's three. This one I saw on YouTube, and I liked when I saw it. Uh, Teddy Bulbasaur actually covered it, and I saw this one covered by three YouTubers, and I said, "Man, that's an interesting watch. You know, I would love to see that." When I saw it, I was like, "Oh wow!" Fell in love with it. And this one right here, Longines, Hydro Conquest, most definitely. And I have a number of other watches that I purchased because of online. Man, I have a number of watches. Now these two were just going into the AD seeing them. Now I did see this on YouTube, but like I wasn't inspired by the YouTuber because this one, it really like when I saw it on YouTube, I was like, kind of scrolled past it. And when I went and seen it in person, I was like, oh man. Plus, it became a Father's Day gift. So yeah, I haven't actually got it yet, but I am going to say it's going to be the Arabic accent. Ooh, yeah. I really like the Arabic. I like the look of it. Um, amazing watch, amazing watch, bro. Can you tell me a bad boy under $400? Yeah, bro. You can get. I'll tell you what. Citizen has an amazing watch under $400. Seiko has watches under $400, and Sam Martin. Sam Martin is killing the game under $400. Killing it, killing it under $400. There's always Deep Blue. You can always get some Invicta pieces if you're into dive watches, like some vintage dive watches. I would say the 1953 Pro Diver is one of my favorites, and there's so many different colorways in there. So yeah, let's see. If you're into like that space age looking stuff, man, Nubeo has watches from like the 299 to 350. They do have some that's more than that. Oh, um, Spinnaker, Spinnaker, bro. Yeah, yes. I think that if I'm not mistaken, who was that that said that? The Airbus. I think isn't that under $400? It's 10 a.m. in the morning. Really try. Yes, really. And I started 23 minutes ago, sir. If you could find the small seconds, it's the way to go, or the titanium. Yeah. And you know what? Okay, so let me tell you this about that small seconds. Aragon Dive Master Evo 160. Yeah. Shoot, if you could have got that GMT, I don't even know if it's still available. That's $88. Thank you. Because um, that Citizen Small Seconds, when it launched, there were certain colorways that weren't supposed to um, be out, and this is coming from the ads and the people that I've dealt with in the past. Now, there's certain watches that were supposed to come out, and the colorways that were supposed to be held for whatever reason, they just pushed them all out, and they sold. They sold. It's like so I used to like I was in retail, right? So I worked for a video game store, Game Crazy, and what was the other one? It was Hollywood Videos. I forgot the name of it, but like there were times where like Halo, we broke the street date for Halo, right? Now you get a fine for that. You get fined for breaking street date, but the sales is crazy. The sales is crazy. Depending on like if we was having a bad sales day, you're like, okay, the game comes out, in 3 days. Today was a terrible sales day. We got to do a report. So I said, hey man, let's break the street date. And like they gonna find us, but like just think about how much money because everybody's gonna be buying all this other stuff. We'll make up for it, right? So yeah, we even hold a tournament and have people. Man, it was crazy. So yeah, Citizen did that. They broke the street date. Well, some of the representatives broke the street date, ads rather. And yeah, you were able to get those watches for like $330. Shoot, Joma Shop, bro, Joma Shop was selling them suckers for like 240, 240. And you know that titanium one, I haven't been able to see it. I want to get it in hand. I think that's one of the dopest watches, man. The citizen, like for the price. Oh yeah, that thing's dope. What's your opinion on Invicta's new direction? It's funny you say that. Later on today, I'm going to be releasing my overall opinion of the Glycine Airmen. I actually have them with me right now. There's some things I like about them. Absolutely think it's necessary, but then there's some I don't. When it comes to Invicta, right now, my personal opinion, bro, it's up in the air. I'm kind of like I stay excited because of RJ. You know what I'm saying? Like he does a great job with handling how we feel about it. You know, for those that still engaged, you know, he's doing a good job. But sometimes I feel like they just throw him so many curveballs to where it's like he's having a hard time keeping retention of customers. So, and you talking about influence or the amount of watches I bought because of him, Jay Z, Kendi, Fatima, Gen Vic. Yeah, I bought a lot of those because of them. Since we're on the topic, and back then, you remember, it was great. Just being an Invicta collector, man. We enjoyed each other's, collection. We loved what we posted. They were putting out pieces and like, oh, I like that, I like that. You would say that'll fit this or it fit this part of my lifestyle. But now, I don't know, bro. I did look forward. I did look forward and see. I looked at Invicta group page, and there are some Leader 500s and some ETA, the Valjoux movements that are still coming out. They still have some of the favorite designs. So they got that fire, was it fire ember plating that they putting on the watches now? There's a Sabaco number 3 that's coming out with that. I think it's a Valjoux 7750 in new direction. Welcome in. Question: do you have any idea of the grade of titanium used on their watches? It's always going to be a grade one. It's always going to be a grade one, just to what I'm saying, to keep that cost down. Um, so there was a valid point made. Hey, here you go. No change. You're welcome. Um, when I was talking to Skylar yesterday, there was a comment that was saying, "Hey, you shouldn't really invest in a customer. I mean, a company satisfying you or having that family vibe, if you will." And I can't really. I understand why that was said, but at the same time, Invicta is one of those companies that capitalized. They actually thrived off of that family vibe, right? So there are expectations from people when it comes to that, and that's how they learn to shop. I mean, like if you see something, right, and I don't know how that whole family vibe from Invicta started. I really don't know when it started, but I do know that as a collector, I, as well as thousands of other people, just poured this attention into being around each other, going on cruises and doing this other, well, of course, the cruise, doing these different functions and going to the Victor stores and hosting and stuff like that. That that created this vibe, and they capitalized on it. But then they didn't give the customer what they wanted after COVID. It was more of money, money, money grab. Because some of the designs was like old schools is like, nah, I can't. So we talking. Come on, why don't you have a red hope watch, sir? Because they don't make one. They don't make a red hope watch. That would be dope. That would be dope. Hey, Leo. Now, so with that, I'm glad you asked the question too, because I know this from talking to collectors. When they see what the designs, for example, what was that watch? It's the tungsten, not the tungsten. It has the elephant tusk on the side, I guess, or the design where it is. Man, what is the thing called? The Mammoth. That watch does not resonate with a lot of collectors that I know. I personally would not want that watch. Doesn't do anything for me as far as design. My idea of like a great Invicta piece would be like how they did the Heritage line. You know, that went away. That went away. You know, and I see when they brought back the masterpiece line. Now I saw a number of us. I jumped on. I got the Grand Diver, 50 millimeter, Tiger's Eye. I think that thing's phenomenal. It has an ETA 2824 on it. The case back, everything is Gucci on that watch, right? Like it. And I'll say that was like fan service. But then it's like it's hit or miss. Where Invicta was like knocking out the park, and then people are still waiting on the Sabako Noma 8, which have been talked about for like 3 years now. Looking good. Invicta was born in 1837. I gotta go ahead into pop to watch. Oh, okay, okay, cool. Be safe, bro. Should make a Discord server. Melonious Monk. Good morning. Well, I just sent a beautiful watch from my going on a date with my girlfriend, so I want. Yeah, yeah. I ain't mad at you. Captain Spaulding. Yo, what's happening? What's happening? So everybody that's came in, I just ran through a number of watches that three that was inspired by YouTubers. This being one of my favorite watches for this from this year. This also will be in my upcoming state of the collection. This is another one that's been inspired by YouTubers. Finally got in my collection. Finally. And my Longines Hydro Conquest. See that? The thing is solid case back. Solid, 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 solid. And then two that just going to ADs, looking at them, I said I like them. So, um, and then my watch of the day is my ball Fireman, which isn't even 12 hours old yet in my collection. But this thing, I went to sleep. Here's the deal. If I can go to sleep in a watch where it don't bother me, and I know some people can't. Some people like, I can't sleep. I can't have my wrist, anything on my wrist. Yeah, this thing right here, boy. And this one has like anti-shock and stuff like that, man. So I'm not gonna take it apart to see, but I know they have like these cases that go around the moving and stuff like that, keep all the shock down. The silver one is look an absolute bad boy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, do anyone use Instagram? I think everybody. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna say it. What's the model name of that ball? It is the I think the Fireman 3. I'll confirm. I'll see. I'll send you the link to it, Scott. Once I'm done with this, I'll send it to you on Instagram. We all Instagram together, I believe, or Facebook at least. Yeah, but yeah, this thing is solid, bro. This thing is solid. I'll show you the case back. Got a train on the back, man. This thing is crazy, and that T100 tubes, man. That thing's man. This thing was lit up last night, man. And one thing about and then look at that. It doesn't protrude out. That thing just drops straight down, boy. Woo. And the links got texture to it, man. Look at the texture. This thing is beautiful, bro. This thing is beautiful. Oh, your break's over. Okay, I'll see you. I'll see you in the link. Hey, enjoy yourself at work, man. Be safe, brother. Thank you for dropping by. I just purchased 6 new. Hey, Cap. Hey, man. Wow, bro. Wow. That is. Said I purchased 6 of them things, bro. I love to see what you got, man. I love to see what you got. I think that's dope. I think that is so dope, man. That's one thing I do appreciate about this whole, and all you guys. I'll say this: the one thing I appreciate about you guys is we have so many differences of opinion, and we don't agree with everything we look at, man. But we all have enough respect for each other to like come and say, "Hey, this is me. This is what I like," and we just go from there, bro. And man, this never, honestly, this never gets old with me. I thank you guys for coming in and watching. One is certified diamond edition. Ooh, oh man, now you really got my attention. Yo, mm, okay, okay. Yeah, man, are you following me on Instagram, bro? Like, are we following each other on Instagram? If not, man, I want to see what you got, bro. I want to see what you got. What? Oh, get out of here. Oh, hey, you know what? I was on the Whatnot app. The Whatnot app got, you know what? And I've been sleeping on that under a rock, yo. That Whatnot app, man. Um, I'm gonna add EDC to the channel, bro. Like, I just got some knives in. Oh, they are beautiful. Messing with Joe. Joe hit me up. I was talking to Joe a few days back, and we just chatting about watches, and he was talking about his knives. He showed me his knife case, and I said he got some really nice knives in there, and he was like, "Yeah, he got it from this one spot on Whatnot app." I went over there, and they starting bids like at $1, right, for these items, and he got this sudden death thing. So I got one of the watches, knives for like $4 in sudden death. I swiped. He had started $1, and this knife I showed to an AD yesterday, and he was like, "Yo, can you pay how much for this?" I was like, $4. He was like, "Get out of here." I pick sellers on eBay that have low numbers, and people are scared to bid, so I get them cheap. Mm. I'm gonna have to follow suit with you, bro. Uh, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe not. Not, you know what I'm saying? Because this year has been. Once you see my state of the collection, you're like, okay, Trav, you like. I'm gonna let y'all decide what y'all think. And I know there's people in the chat that's going to really, or in the comment section, that's going to really tell me the truth of what they think of my collection and how I did this year and what they think of the watches I bought this year. So, wait a minute, hold up. Oh, I forgot to show this one. So, this is the watch that is the review will be coming up here later on today, and that is that Glycine Airman, the purist they call it. And of course, this is that my GMT San Martin. It doesn't matter what you think. Wow. You hit me with that. Okay. Okay, Jabroni. I got you. I got you, fam. Mr. A Train, Mr. Cosplayer, Mr. Game Channel of the Year. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Somebody get an award 2 years in a row and is going to get this third, you know what I'm saying, doing a three-peat. Somebody acting brand new over here, y'all. Y'all get out the way. A Train's coming through. Can't mess with you. I listen, man. Hey, I don't want no smoke with you. No smoke whatsoever, man. That glycine is automatic. Yes, it is. It is. It is. Um, yeah. So let me tell y'all this. I had started recording when it started raining. It was pouring down in my spot, so I was like, crap. Um, I took a picture on Watch Crunch of my watch, but like it was pouring down. I was like, man, I can't take it. I don't mind like drizzling. I'll shoot a video through drizzle, rain or whatever. But like it was pouring down. I was like, dang. So all right. So it stopped raining, looked like. So I'm about to go back out there and finish recording this. And as soon as I'm done recording it, I'm gonna upload the video. I'll upload it as soon as I'm done. Just followed you. Okay, all right, cool. So now I get a chance to look at your watches and stuff like that, man. Think it'll be dope. Think that'll be really dope. Check it out. Yes, 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 yes. I did. I went over there and looked. I am okay. So Corey, here's the deal. What I'm doing, like what I want to do, really is from this video is talk about my experiences from each, I guess, like from each AD I've been to and online, right? And the watches and stuff they offer, man. Because there's people that don't know. There's an advantage to going to Shop HQ. I know some of the more professional YouTubers they frown on shopping home shopping networks when it comes to watches, but that I think is necessary because they open up the window to watch companies that we've never heard of that's available that like you don't know that's out there. And I've heard and I've read comments from some of you guys where you like, hey, I'm looking for a watch, but I don't too much want that one. I don't want that one. And like they're looking, looking, looking. And now that's the disadvantage. And I will say one of the things when I do talk about Shop HQ, QVC, and Home Shopping Network, especially Shop, I personally I don't think they do a good job. They do not. They I mean it's poor when it comes to like because you don't know what they have. You don't know everything they have as far as watches. They don't do a good job of showcasing some of these other vendors. Because we're in an era where it's like watch enthusiasts are out there. They're online. Their attempt at showcasing these watches online is poor. Come because you only get like we're used to YouTube and Victor, and they do Casio shows every once in a while. There'll be a Deep Blue twice a year. Well, now they've actually done Deep Blue more this year than I've ever seen. They'll do Constantine Weiss, which I think is spelled. I mean, it's with a W, but it sounds like they're saying a V. Constantine Weiss. Hold on. Yes, yes, Jenny is dope, bro. Like I watch, yeah, I follow her. I follow her. Yeah, 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 yeah. Jenny's dope, bro. You know what? You know what makes her video so I love her voice, man. The way her accent, bro, and her knowledge of watches is amazing, man. And yeah, I think she's one of the dopest female watch reviewers, content creators out there. I definitely, yeah, man. If you've never seen Jenny, yeah, yeah, yeah. Jenny is that's one of I watched this. I just looked at a video she did. Now she talks about like higher end watches, but you know what I'm saying. But for the most part, that is one of the things I like most. Um, is her knowledge of stuff. Now the disadvantages of big YouTubers, especially one like when they have their Patreons and stuff like that. I've noticed that a lot of YouTubers do this, and I respect it to an extent. Like if you have people that have memberships, of course you have to acknowledge your membership hold. Like yeah, it's like having stockholders. You want to acknowledge them. But there are times where I've been in lives with some of the bigger YouTubers, where if they're live and you speak or you ask a question, you talk to them, they will overlook, especially if your name isn't a part of the membership in blue or whatever the case is, you will be overlooked, right? And on one instance, you're like, okay, I get it because there's so many people in there they can't get to it. So you ask your question a couple of times, right? You have to. That's just standard. I've learned that. But when you get to a point where like some of them you post that question, um, and you don't like if the chat slows down, you post a question, they'll still like I've been in chats where they'll overlook it. They won't say anything. They're like, okay, because I'm not a member. I'm subscribed to your channel, but I'm not a member of your channel, or I'm not a part of your Patreon. And I was like, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It's like, bro, I yeah, I don't like it. And I don't honestly, as somebody that, subscribe and I pay attention to your channel through views, hitting the like or sharing your content out, like, hey, you need to check this out. Yeah, I want to be treated a certain I want to be treated better than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, like I'm not asking you to be like, oh, it's Trapvision and thing, but I'm like, hey, could you answer my question? So yeah, yeah. So yeah, but I definitely like Jenny. Jenny L is dope channel. Um, there are a lot of dope channels out there. Let me see where we at. We're 45 minutes. I think we're good right here, man. We're gonna wrap it up right now. Because I still have to go out here and get this video over to you guys and what I think of this glycine airman. And then keep in mind, we're coming up on wind up. And if you are close to the Chicago area, in Chicago, if you're going, no matter where you're from, if you're going, man, I'd love to meet up with you because I'll be there Saturday. We'll see. I may possibly stay till Sunday and do 2 shows, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. May I remind you? May I remind you, you guys that are bringing watches with you, be ever so careful as to what you're doing. And please don't post that you're bringing your watches with you. People are watching, and you don't know who is out to get you because you are going into the land of wind, and they will air you out for your watches. I read an article about somebody who went to that wind up show out there in, was in San Francisco, and I think it was a vendor or somebody got robbed. So be ever so careful. Be ever so careful. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. Be mindful of your surroundings. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, man, listen. I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for just suffering me for 46 minutes. I will see you guys later on today, and well, the video will drop later today, and we'll just go from there. So until the next lightning strike, you guys be blessed. Dope show. Appreciate you guys.